Hello, Stampin' friends, and welcome. This is Dee Osburn, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. In my last video, I showed you how to make this wedding card, and I will put the link to the video with this video so that you can watch it. It'll come up at the end and you can click on it and watch it if you haven't already. So I showed you how to make this wedding card. And in this video today, I'm going to use the pieces that we cut out to make a matching tag. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. So if you like this video as you go along, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to get notified when I make new videos, when I upload new videos, and click the bell so that it will notify you. And leave me a comment and let me know how you liked this. I will respond back to all comments. Okay, so let's get started. What I did was I had this card, and when I cut when I used it was the hybrid embossing folder that I used. And let's see, that embossing folder, I believe, was called Bouquet of Love. And it's a hybrid embossing folder, so it not only embosses, but it cuts out. And after I cut it out, I had these two pieces left over. And so I thought, oh, what a pretty tag that would make. So that's what I'm doing. So I have these two pieces that were left over from this card. So I cut a piece of Highland Heather at 4¼ by 3¼ and a piece of basic white at 3×4. And I have this template that I always use. You can make one for yourself. I use it because I've measured these angles so that they always come out right, and it's just trial and error. So you can do that as well, and make yourself a template, or you can just snip it and not worry about it. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on here. I want this top, and I'm not going to glue the top down. I want it to kind of be a free-flowing kind of tag. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this corner off, and I'm going to cut this corner off. Okay, and then I'm going to put my template to the side. Then I'm going to, while it's still held together like this, I'm going to get my hole punch, just a regular hole punch. I have the Stampin' Up! Hole punch. I don't know that they make it anymore, but any hole punch will do. Okay, it's just a hole punch. And I'm going to punch a hole right here in the middle where, the string will hold the tag. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that. Okay. Easy peasy, right? All right. So now I'm going to build my tag. And the first thing I think I'm going to do is go ahead and tie these two together. So I'm going to get some white twine. Oh no, let's use silver, because I'm going to put some silver twine on here. So let's go ahead and use that. Or maybe I tell you what, since we're creating here, let's wait. Although I think I'm probably going to want the silver twine. But we can wait and do that last. I usually do the the string last. So we're going to wait and do that. All right. So what I think I want to do, I pulled out a few things. I went through my stash and pulled out a few things. Pulled out a doily. This is some vellum. And then there's this doily. But I think I want this doily. I was kind of looking at them before I sat down, and I thought, this one just looks very wedding-ish to me, doesn't it? I think it does. So I'm going to put that down, and then let's go ahead and glue that. And the secret to making tags is just to stack stuff on. All right. And I usually like to start with, some kind of a doily or something like that. Doilies make really good base. It gives it a nice, sorry, my glue is not coming out. It gives it a nice background, a nice base to build upon. Okay. So I just put a little bit of glue on there, and now I'm just going to, I want to put it kind of towards the bottom and off to the side. Okay. And then I have this silver one that was in my stash, and I'm going to put that one on there too. And I'm going to put this one up a little bit higher, kind of like that. Okay. And then I have some lavender tulle, and I'm just going to snip a piece of that off. And I thought, how cute would that be underneath, having a hard time picking these hearts up, underneath the hearts. Look at that. Okay, isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. I do. I love it. It's very wedding-y. So I'm going to put that next. And all I'm going to do that is I'm just going to put some glue here in the center. Okay, the glue is almost empty, so I may have to get another one here before we finish. Because, yep, I think this one's pretty much done. Yep, that one's done for. Let's get a new one. All right. I love the multi-purpose glue. Just love it. It's my favorite adhesive product that Stampin' Up! Makes. So I'm just going to put that on there and just kind of do it like that. And when it dries, it will stick. And I can trim it down when I'm done. All right, now I also thought I like this eyelash gilt stuff. I love this stuff. You can get this at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I think I got mine at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to wrap a few times around, snip it off, and I'm going to put a little more glue in the center on top this time because, you know, I am putting this on. Oh, I love it. It's just meant to be kind of fluffy, right? Once you get glue on your fingers, things start to stick. And then the other thing I'm going to put on here is I'm going to put a couple of loops of silver twine. And I don't need to add more glue because there's still some glue right there in the center that I can get hold of. Okay. Now I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. Let's see, I want to put this probably right about here. So I think I'll put some glue on the back of this side. And then I think I'm going to put a dimensional on the other side because I think I want it to stick to right there. I have glue on my fingers. So I'm going to do that, pull this dimensional off, and then I'm going to put, I want it to go kind of like that. Okay, so then that dimensional kind of helps it stick, right? But you have to be careful. See what I did? My hole isn't lined up anymore, so because my dimensional, see, there we go. So let's put that on there. I'm going to go ahead now and put that twine in there because I'm going to end up messing up if I don't and not being able to attach this properly. So let's go ahead and I'm going to fold it in half and I'm going to stick it through the hole. I'm going to push it through both holes, okay? Just like that. I'm going to make a slip knot. So push it through. I grab the loop. I'm going to take the tails and pull them through the loop and tighten. And there we go. Now I have my my, I don't know what you call that, you know, where you're going to tie it to your gift. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to put some glue on the back of this heart and I'm going to glue it down like that. Oh, I love that. Look how pretty that is. And then I can snip this at a couple of different angles and I can snip this. snip it. I'm just trimming this tool down a little bit because I think it's sticking out a little too much. Okay, oops. Okay, I think it might be sticking out still just a little too much. Pull it over this way. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, ooh, it's coming together. I think that we need, we're just going to keep pushing it down until it sticks. And I might put a dimensional on underneath there. So let me do that. The dimensionals work really nicely because they pop up a little bit. This time I'm going to take both ends off of this dimensional. They pop up a little bit and they help things stick. So there, see? And we'll just keep pushing that until everything sticks. That doesn't seem to want to stick very well. I might have to put a little glue right there. There we go. Push that in. Don't want it seeping out. All right. We'll just keep laying that down until it sticks. Now the last thing that we need, I'm loving it. I love how it's kind of off the edge there. I love that. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to put like a little sentiment on there. And I think we'll say wedding wishes, just like we did on here, right? So I'm going to get a little piece of white, and I will get that that stamp, and then we'll do that. Okay, so let me go get a little piece of white, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're just, like I said, we're going to keep pushing that down until it sticks. And it might take a little bit for it to finally stick, because remember, it's wet glue and it's got lots of layers. Okay, so you're just going to keep pushing it. So every couple of minutes, you're just going to come over and push that down. In the meantime, I've got this piece of white that I have cut at 3/4 of an inch. And don't worry, I will put all these dimensions and everything in the description below, so you'll know exactly what to do. And I have this stamp that says Wedding Wishes, and that came from the stamp set. Let me grab that. I'm not sure the name of it, so let me grab that real quick. Okay, that's from the stamp set Love and Happiness, and there's lots of sentiments that you could use. You could go Happy Wedding Day. You could. We're going to use Wedding Wishes because it matches the card. Here's to another year of love. No, that would be anniversary. Where's another wedding? You could just do congratulations, right? But we're going to do Wedding Wishes because that's what we have on the card. And I have to decide if I want black. That's what I did on the card. But I'm not sure that that's what I want on this tag. And I don't know if I want to do my sentiment across like that or down at the bottom. I'm kind of liking it. Kind of going across the bottom like that a little bit maybe. I don't know. Let's stamp it and see. But I think we're going to stamp it maybe in some gorgeous grape because it's a deeper purple. So it'll kind of go with the black. You know, it'll give it that same different hue. You know how this is darker than this. And it's the same color as this ribbon right here. So I think that's what we're going to do. So let me grab my gorgeous grape. Okay, and let's stamp that. Wedding Wishes. And we're going to stamp it kind of in the center so we can trim it down if we'd like. All right, look how pretty that is. Okay, and you can clean your stamp with your Stampin' Scrub, which I love my Stampin' Scrub. Keeps my stamps nice and so that they will last a long time. And now, oh, look how pretty that is. Okay. So now I have to decide, do I want, ends like that, or do I want them just to go across? I'm going to start with, I'll cut them a little long just in case. I think I like that. It's nice and classic. All right, I'm going to trim them down just a touch now that I know that's what I want. All right. Oh, yes. I love that. I think I want it just like that. So I think I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of this because we already have a lot of liquid glue. And see, it's sticking. So you see, I told you, you just kind of keep pressing it down until it sticks. And now I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm just going to put it on the back of my sentiment in the center and attach it to the bottom of the heart. And I want it to kind of be like that, I think. Okay, there we have it. Look how cute that is. Now, I don't know that I like the way it's kind of popping up, so I think I'm going to do another glue dot to try to hold it in place a little bit more. Whoops, the glue dot didn't stick on there. There we go. There we go. I like that better. That's kind of holding down a little bit better now. And as this glue dries, it will all just sit beautifully on there. Oh, I love it. Now, the other thing that we could do is, and I think I will, it needs some glitter, don't you? Day without glitter is like a day without sunshine. So let's have a little sunshine. So I'm going to get my 2A glue pen and my glitter, and I'm just going to put some glue on there and sprinkle it with some glitter. So let me grab that. Okay, and what I've learned about making tags is that you just kind of keep building with what you have. Get out your stash and put stuff on there. That's the best way to do it. All right, so I'm going to just put some glue on the flowers and the leaves on here, just to make this stand out and pop just a little bit more. You'll see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera as well as you can see it in person, but I guarantee you it is stunning. Now, if you're not a glitter person, don't put glitter on it. You do it how you like it. Oh my goodness, look, see how I'm glittering this up, and then I'm going to dump that off. Tap, tap, tap. Oh my goodness, look at that. Can you see? I don't know if you can see the glitter, but it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now, I thought I was done, but I was just thinking it needs just one more thing. Like I said, what you do is you just keep building. I'm thinking maybe a couple of little pearls. What do you think? Let's do it. All right, let me grab my pearls. Let's see. All right. So Stampin' Up! Has beautiful pearls. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So I'm going to put, I like the kind of bigger ones, and I'm going to put one right there. I'm loving it. And should I put one? Oh, maybe one right there. Yeah. And then we need one at the top somewhere. On the heart, do you think? On the heart? Or should I put it on, let's look. Do we want it on the card? I think I want it on the heart. But do I want it here on the heart? Or do I want it here on the heart? Here on the heart? Let's see, here? Give me a comment and tell me what you think. I think right there makes a nice triangle there, but I kind of like it out here too. But I like it nestled in, I think. put it right here. There we go. Oh, love it. That is so, so pretty. And this piece, what I love about it is that this piece, oh, gotta keep it from sticking. That's why you gotta keep working with it. This piece slides, right? So it gives it a little, just that added extra little dimension. And whimsy. I love it. It's so pretty. And it matches the card that we made. Look at that. You have a card and a matching tag. Now we could have used this ribbon for the hanger as well, and really maybe tied that ribbon in. So, oh, I love it. I love, 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 love it. So that's how you make the tag. And you just use those pieces that you cut out and build the things that you have. If you have tulle and doilies, and if you have something kind of, what's that word? I don't know. It just kind of gives it that light and feathery kind of look. And you can see those elements poking out from behind. Put those on top. Maybe throw a few either rhinestones or pearls. If the bride is a pearl person, use pearls. If she's more of a diamondy, rhinestoney person, do that. But you have a matching card and tag. I think I love it. So I will put that video. It should be right up there in the corner. It'll pop up. And so in case you didn't see how to make this, you can just go right over to that and watch it. All right. So if you liked this, please like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell if you'd like to be notified when I upload more. And for a complete look at all the current products, you can go over to my website at www.deebeststamping.stampinup.net. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.